plans and see what a phenomenal group we have in our class of 2025. Our freshman attendant is Avery Wable, the daughter of Jennifer and Jeremy Wable from Cambridge. And she is escorted by Will Baird, the son of Melissa and Doug Baird from Old Washington. Avery is a college credit plus student committed to academic excellence who finds herself consistently on the principal's list, and she has been invited to our Young Authors and Illustrators workshop in October. She plays both volleyball and softball, as well as travel volleyball in the off-season. She plans to attend college and have her own family one day. She represents the class of 2028, and she does that well. Next, we have our sophomore attendant, Carson Olson, the daughter of Melissa and Matthew Beaver from Kimbolton, and she is accompanied by her classmate, Cameron Creighton from Lord City, the son of Joe Creighton. Carson is also another one of our College Credit Plus students. She is a member of our student council. She plays volleyball and basketball, and she is on a volleyball travel team. She hopes to attend college and have a family in the future. She represents the class of 2027. Our final attendant is Kayla Hinkle, a junior at Buckeye Trail, who is from Cambridge and brings her parents, Brandy and Sam Hinkle, with her this evening. Kayla was chosen to participate in the Guernsey Leadership Program, is involved in the FCA, and plays both volleyball, where she's a captain, and softball. Kayla plans to attend college and eventually also have a family of her own, and she is representing the class of 2026. Now, for our king and queen candidates representing the class of 2025. First, we have Cole Beaver from Kimbolton, who is accompanied by his parents, Melissa and Matthew Beaver. Cole's sport of choice is basketball, which he has played practically since birth. Officially, he says it's been since the second grade. The most prominent plan in his future is to buy a tiger because he will be super rich. His bucket list includes working to get rich or die trying. He also let me know that one of the best things to happen in the next 50 years would be for him to be president. Cole, you got here today, and I believe in you. And by the way, your shoes are super cool. Cole Beaver. Next, we have Wyatt Connor, who is also from Kimbolton and is joined by his parents, Becky and Chuck Connor. Wyatt is involved in numerous activities at Buckeye Trail. He is the president of National Honor Society, the treasurer of Student Council. He is a member of our College Credit Plus program. He is also working on his third Academic All-Warrior Award. He's received the Scholar Athlete Award. He's participated in football, and later this year, track for 4 years. He'll be working to letter a fourth time in both those sports. He is one of the football team captains. Wyatt plans to attend college, hopes to play football while pursuing a degree in either education or engineering. His bucket list includes going on a trip outside of the United States, and in the next 50 years, he hopes to see flying cars. Me too. His advice to the underclassmen is to take high school seriously, try your best, because it goes by so fast, and do not forget to have fun. Wyatt Connor. Our 13th candidate is Travis Dodd, who comes to us from Old Washington, and he is escorted by his parents, Carla and Daryl Dodd. He's been inducted into our local chapter of the National Honor Society. He's also the vice president of the senior class. He plays football, and he will be playing basketball this year. He's one of our football team's captains, and he's a 2-year letterman in football as well as track and field during his time in high school. He's also lettered in basketball, all-round great athlete. He plans to attend Ohio University to get a degree in engineering. He also hopes to win big in the lottery and buy a big house. His bucket list includes seeing the Northern Lights, and he suggests that you take Mrs. Stevens' weightlifting class, have fun with your buddies while you're in high school, and remember, never forget to stretch. Travis Dodd. The fourth person in our King lineup this evening is Jace Hickman from Cambridge. His parents, Kayla Spratt and Sean Venus, are joining him tonight. Jace plays football, and he is planning to play basketball this winter. He's currently attending Belmont College as part of our welding program, which sets him up to join the workforce immediately after school. He has been a letterman in both football and basketball. He was also selected as a 23-24 Youth Leadership Guernsey participant. His bucket list for the next 50 years includes the Browns winning the Super Bowl. He was a little short on advice, but I hope that you, like him, will always be present and involved in your school community. Because I think the seniors won the Spirit Stick a lot on what Jace was doing this afternoon. Jace Hickman. Finally, we have Noah Jones from Cambridge, who is joined by Vicki Jones and Rocky Cameron. Noah is a College Credit Plus student. Noah's consistently been on the honor roll, as well as being a 2-time varsity letterman in baseball going into this season. Noah is an avid basketball and baseball player. He plans to become an electrician after graduating from Buckeye Trail. His bucket list includes gambling and winning really big. He wants to remind everyone at Trail, enjoy high school while you can. It can be a wonderful time in your life. Noah Jones. Our first Queen candidate is Kaylee Abrams from Freeport, accompanied by her parents, Jennifer and Dan Abrams. Currently, she is a College Credit Plus student in culinary arts with plans to attend the Culinary Institute of America in New York and own her own bakery. Look for Abrams Artisan Bread. Kaylee has been inducted into the National Honor Society, and she has received an academic letter, sports letters, and an academic excellence award. She played volleyball for 2 years. She's in cross-country, indoor track, and loves hurdles in the 4x4 relay, where she will earn her 4th letter this year. She continues to excel both academically and athletically. Her bucket list includes traveling to Germany and seeing the Cologne, or Cologne, as they say in Germany, cathedral. Her advice to those both around her and who will be following her is just roll with this. There are so many little things that will happen that could discourage you, but so much happens for a reason. So, just roll with it as you work to overcome anything thrown your way. Have fun and enjoy yourself while doing it. Kaylee Abrams. Our next Queen candidate is Leilani Parker from Cambridge, who is escorted by her parents, Lucy and Chris Parker. Leilani is also a College Credit Plus student. She is currently one of our senior cheerleaders for football, basketball, and our competition squad. She has been inducted into our chapter of National Honor Society. She is a captain of our cheer team. She is a 3-year letterman for both football and basketball cheer, as well as a 2-year academic letterman. She plans to attend Ohio University to work on a degree in social work to become a child therapist. In the next 50 years, she hopes to travel the world and go scuba diving. That's on her bucket list. To our underclassmen, her advice is never stop working to accomplish your dreams. Leilani Parker. Our third queen candidate is Sydney Patterson, also from Cambridge, who is joined by her parents, Amy and Denny Patterson. Sydney has also been inducted into our local chapter of the National Honor Society. She is a member of the Buddy Mentor Program. Sydney has also participated in College Credit Plus program for the past 3 years, and she will graduate with an associate's degree in business management. She is currently the captain of the volleyball team and will be receiving her third-year varsity letter. Sydney has also received the Academic All-Warrior Award, the Varsity GPA Award, and the Academic Excellent Award. Her future plans include going to college to pursue a degree in business pre-law. In the next 50 years, Sid is hoping to adopt Little Lost Dog and eat from Kaylee's Bakery and hike in one of our national parks. Sydney Patterson. Delaney Rowe is our fourth queen candidate. She is from Salesville, Ohio. Delaney is joined by her parents, Devaney and Dusty Rowe. Delaney participates in softball. She is another member of our court who has been inducted into National Honor Society and who is a College Credit Plus student at Belmont College in early childhood education. She has earned the Academic All-Warrior Award and a varsity softball letter. Her future plans include graduating from Belmont College this spring with an associate's degree in early childhood education and teacher education, and being able to enter the classroom next fall. In her free time, she likes to take her dog Rennie on walks. She likes to spend time with family, friends, and her boyfriend. She loves getting Taco Bell and ice cream. And shopping is definitely one of her favorite things. Her bucket list includes visiting an island, any island. Her advice to the underclassmen is heartfelt by all of us. Do anything and everything you can while you're here. Do all the fun things. Attend to all the activities. It goes by very fast. Never take a moment for granted and enjoy all of it. Our final queen candidate this evening is Sydney Snodgrass. She also comes to us from Cambridge. Her parents are Rachel and Nathan Snodgrass. Sydney is another of our College Credit Plus students. She's a member of the football, basketball, and competition cheer teams. She's a captain of the cheerleading squad and will earn her 4th letter for cheerleading this year. She's also lettered as a member of the dance team. She plans to attend Zane State next fall, and she hopes to own her own house by the time she's 22. As if that doesn't set the bar high enough, Sydney's bucket list includes traveling to Italy and Greece. Sydney has a huge heart, and she plans to spend her life doing whatever she can to help others. Her advice to those who will be following her is this: everything done in darkness comes to light, so do things from the very bottom of your good heart. Sydney is an important part of our enchanted forest here at Buckeye Trail. Sydney Snodgrass. We're going to be joined this evening by Cohen Egan, our 2023 Homecoming King, to crown our King and Queen at halftime. Bottom line, he was a formidable presence at Buckeye Trail, and we miss him. We are excited to hear about his success after high school. He is currently attending Ohio University. Our Pigskin Club has sponsored Miss Spirit and Mr. Football this year. These are a future couple of our warriors. Let us tell you a bit about them. Mr. Football is Landon White, who is currently in 1st grade here at Buckeye Trail Elementary. His parents, Sharon White, Cody Jenkins, and TJ White. He loves to play outside, ride 4-wheelers, fish, and get dirty. Landon loves to play anywhere that is outside, including on the Buckeye Trail leading to the Enchanted Forest. His favorite candy is Nerd Gummy Clusters. He loves his dog Teddy, and his favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Meet Mr. Football, Landon White. And finally, we have Miss Spirit. Hi, Miss Spirit. Lila Beckett. She is the daughter of Allie and Zach Beckett. She loves to dance and color, and she is great at happy, messy play. Her favorite candy is a Reese's Cup. Volter Wiener Dog is her best pet, and her favorite princess is Jasmine. But our favorite princess is her. Meet Miss Spirit, Lila Beckett. To a person, each member of our court sends well wishes to all of the 2025 graduates in their future endeavors and hopes that all of our athletes have stellar seasons. Go Warriors. It has been an absolute joy to watch you grow and mature through both middle school and high school. Know that we are all proud of you and we wish you well in all you do. Have a great senior year. Good luck this evening. To all of you here, please join us at the beginning of halftime for the crowning of our homecoming 2024 King and Queen. At this time, I'm turning things back over to the press box. Have a great game.
Good evening and welcome to beautiful Old Washington, Ohio, and the campus of Buckeye Trail High School for Week 7 IVC showdown between the 5-1 Malvern Hornets and your Buckeye Trail Warriors, who come in with a record of 3-3. I'm merely Tom Strasser, and for Bryce Yashowski producing our broadcast this evening, I'm honored to be joined by my partner. He's my teammate, the one and only BT Hall of Famer, Chris Starr. And I tell you, if you're going to bring a big game across the KGP airwaves, you better bring a big mouth with you, and I've delivered on that. And Chris, I tell you, it's hard to believe it's Week 7 of the high school football season, and you know the big word that starts with a P that really starts getting on the minds of everyone, and that's playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt. This time of year, everybody's thinking that these wins now are huge. You really need to get some big wins at the end of the year to try to ensure that you can get into the playoffs, and Buckeye Trail would love to get a big win tonight.
Yeah, and Chris, Malvern comes in with one loss. They are sitting number 4 in their region. When you look at Division 6, Region 23, where Buckeye Trail's at, it's kind of a who's who in our area of teams. 7 of the 16 teams were very familiar, and if you can go through that, starting right now sitting in the number 3 spot, Ridgewood.
Yeah, Ridgewood, always a really good, solid team from up north. great tradition of football. Then you got number 4 sitting at 4 is New Cumberstown, and they're having an outstanding year. Also Monroe Central, who's been solid all year. You got Fort Fry, Caldwell, and then Buckeye Trail, and finally Shenandoah.
All right, we're going to step aside now and join the Buckeye Trail Band for the playing of the national anthem. All right, and we'll now listen to the Buckeye Trail alma mater. All right, nice job by the Buckeye Trail marching band under the direction of Doug Hannes. And Chris, we were talking about the playoffs. The biggest jumper, the one team that made the biggest jump last week was Caldwell. They were sitting in the 18th spot out of the playoffs. Remember, the top 16 make the playoffs. Caldwell last week at this time was number 18. They knocked off the 10 seed Fort Fry in a thriller at the fairgrounds, and they jumped from 18 to 12. Buckeye Trail, with their heartbreaking 2-point loss at Canot Valley, slipped from 12 to 14. So this is a big game, not only for playoffs positioning for the Warriors, but also for a chance to win an IVC title, something Coach Kearns very much wants.
Yeah, no doubt. Buckeye Trail has some Malvern tonight. I know they got New Cumberstown ahead of them, and a couple other teams that are, I'm sure, will challenge them. But Buckeye Trail needs these wins late in the season. These are big games now, and you can't really afford another loss. You don't want another loss from here on out if you can help it. But Buckeye Trail, they're going to come out and they're going to play hard and they're going to give their best effort, I'm sure, and then hopefully come out with a big win tonight.
Yeah, and Chris, 3 teams battling for the IVC title on the north side. And Buckeye Trail, the advantage they have is they host Malvern and New Cumberstown. They play them in week 10. That could be a monster game right there. So Trail plays both of them at home. New Cumberstown travels to Malvern next week. So things are going to be decided here in week 7, 8, and week 10.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, this is a big game for Buckeye Trail tonight. If they can get this one, the New Cumberstown, and they get New Cumberstown here also, and both games very capable. They could definitely win. They just got to play well, and we know that Donnie Kearns is probably scheming things up tonight, trying to get things ready to roll. So hopefully they are ready to come out and firing right off the start and get off to a good start and knock Malvern off tonight. That we would love to see that.
Yes, it is homecoming week at Buckeye Trail. This is homecoming night. It's been a lot of festivities going on. Very exciting time here at Old Washington. And I tell you, this ought to be a game that matches all that excitement that's been on campus this week. Chris, when you look at the Malvern Hornets, they are going to go 1 back, 4 wide receivers. They're going to spread you out, and then they're going to put the football in the hands of their outstanding 6'5" senior quarterback, Jared Withrow, a kid that we have seen quarterbacking since he was a freshman.
Yeah, I remember him as a freshman. We watched him, we're like, man, this kid is pretty good. He really similar to the kid from Shenandoah, who Buckeye Trail had all kinds of problems trying to tackle. But again, really athletic kid, throws the ball really well, and just a really good athlete. So when you spread the field like that, and you got all, and Malvern's always scrappy. They always got some tough kids, and they play hard. And I tell you what, when you spread the field and put your athletes out there in the open field, it makes it difficult to defend.
Yes, the Malvern Hornets, they take the field, and the Buckeye Trail Warriors getting ready to take the field here as well. And Chris, on the Buckeye Trail side, probably, Chris, in as long the last, 5 years or so, we've been live streaming the Buckeye Trail football games. How many times have we said it's week 7 and it's pretty much all hands on deck? This is the healthiest Buckeye Trail team I've seen through 6 weeks of the football season that I can remember.
Yeah, they usually have 2 or 3 guys really banged up, and they're healthy and they're fired up. And Buckeye Trail knows this is a big game for them tonight, and they got to play well, they got to play hard, and they got to get after it tonight. So hopefully they can get that done tonight. Hopefully we see a great game, because you couldn't ask for better weather at this time of year. I mean, it's just a beautiful night for football.
Absolutely, and we couldn't broadcast this game without the help of our fine sponsors. And Chris, you want to run through our sponsors, and then we'll get a little bit more personal with them as the game goes along.
Oh, yeah, we got Stop 9, Church of Christ. We got 360 Burger. We got Buck Robinson. Bears Den Steakhouse. We got Dennis Dowd, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center. Old Washington Presbyterian Church. Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC, Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and Marathon Stations. And we do thank you very much for the sponsorship, so we're able to do this here tonight.
All right, Malvern will receive the kickoff to start this game. Mason Todd for the Warriors will kick off. You have Roy Simmons and Julius Gore back at about the 19-yard line for the Hornets. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty on the Warriors. And the Hornets will start
35, I think.
At the
35-yard line.
And we'll look at their line. Left tackle is number 60, Braden Miller. Left guard, 69, Gabe Campbell. Center is 53, Bentley Mossberger Gardner. 64, the right guard, is Aiden Rentz. Right tackle is 50, Darnell Jackson. Quarterback is number 15, Jared Withrow. Number 8 is the running back, Julius Gore. The 4 wide receivers. Oh, so they're going to make them back up 5 yards and kick again.
They're going to make Buckeye Trail kick it again.
Yeah, wide receiver 3, Roy Simmons. Number 10, Jordan Dutchin. Number 11 will be Rodney Smith. And number 2 will be Josh Unch. So, and also we'll see in the backfield along besides Gore will be 45, Drake Hutchison. That will be the Malvern offense. We'll give you the Buckeye Trail starting defense after this kickoff.
Yeah, Malvern thought, well, the Buckeye Trail struggled with kickoffs pretty much all year. Kick that out of bounds instead of kicking on 35. They're going to take their chances, try to get this and get a big return, which probably is probably a pretty good move.
Yeah, with their return guys, Simmons and Gore, they want them to touch it as they just move up a yard to the 20. A low kick, fielded at the 40. Over midfield to about the 48-yard line. Mason Todd making the tackle, and that was Aiden Sprague on the return for the Hornets. We'll look at the Warrior defense. Defensive end will be 56, Wyatt Connor. Nose tackle will be 67, Cole Porter. Defensive tackle will be 44, Ty McGlumphy. Defensive end will be 79, Jackson Hass. We'll give you the linebackers and secondary after this play. 3 receivers to the right. Gore in the backfield. They throw it out to Simmons, and he is drilled immediately there.
That's number 1. That's the little Wable boy, right? Blake Wable on a big hit there. Blake Wable picked that out, come up flying, and put a big hit on the wide receiver for Malvern. Man, he read that right now.
Yes, and we'll look at the rest. Outside linebackers are number 4, Mason Todd, and number 62, Briar Walter. The inside linebackers are 4, Mason Todd, and 12, Travis Dodd. Your corners, 0, Sammy Brown, and 11, Lane Wable. Safety, number 1, Blake Wable, and number 8, Trey Yanosik. There's a long pass, and it is knocked away, but they're going to throw a flag at the 20 as Sammy Brown went up with Smith, who was the intended receiver.
Who's the penalty on? It must be offensive, huh?
Pass interference is the call on the Warriors.
Yeah, everybody's walking. No, everybody's walking back. I think it's offensive pass interference.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, but Sammy Brown was in excellent position and went up and made a play on the ball. So wait, no, they're going to call it on the defense. A lot of confusion here, but that's it'd be a 15-yard penalty, Chris, and that'll take it to the Warrior 38. And
that'll give the Hornets the first down.
Yeah, I mean, we have a really bad angle to see that. So they apparently think that Sammy Brown must have shoved a little bit on the back as he come across. I don't know. We really don't have a good look at it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Malvern inside Buckeye Trail's 40-yard line.
Withrow gives it to Gore, and he's running hard. He's in the secondary to about the 28-yard line, and that should be a first down. We'll give Gore 10 yards.
We'll get Gore with the carry, good enough for a Hornet first down.
And Gore, strong back there, Chris. He was hit for about a 2-yard gain, but broke a couple of tackles.
Yeah, he did. He actually was hit right at the line of scrimmage and just ran right through it and kept going. Buckeye Trails got him gathered up that time with about maybe a 1.5 yard gain, so nice job for Buckeye Trails defensive front to kind of bow up and get the job done.
Yeah, that was Jackson Hess and Ty McGlumphy on the tackles. Good to see Ty, who's been battling shoulder injury for nearly the past year, and it's good to see him back on the field.
Yeah, and he's a kid for Trails, got some size at 6'4", about 265 probably. He's got some nice sized kid, and good kid, and glad to see him back out there.
So a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Withrow fakes a little swing pass to Simmons, and he's going to turn the corner, and this could be coming back.
I think it must be a holding call. Looks like it's going to be a holding call against Malvern. So.
Withrow's pass complete to Simmons. Flag on the play.
Yeah, holding on the Hornets, so that will nullify a decent gain there. And, Chris, you can see Withrow almost like a 6'5" point guard. He wants to get his playmakers the ball in space and let them work.
Yeah, he gets the ball out early, too. I mean, he really gets it out quick. Again, he's just a very good athlete and throws the ball, throws a really nice football. And man, when you got size like that, you don't really have too many problems seeing over top the line. So he has a good view of pretty much everything.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here on KGP TV and Facebook. Opening drive for the Hornets. Withrow rolling, looking. Now he gets rid of it, and he misses his intended receiver, and that was Josh Unch.
Yeah, and that was Mr. Dodd putting some heat on him. He was holding on to it, and Travis Dodd decided to go ahead and put a little pressure on him and just overthrew his receiver. He had him. He just slightly overthrew it.
Pretty good coverage, it looked, by Lane Wable there.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about 20 for Malvern at Buckeye Trail's 38-yard line.
Yes, they have to get to the Warrior 18-yard line. .8:42 left here in the opening quarter. Withrow, he's got time over the middle. He's got a man, and that's a first down to the 13-yard line, and that is Simmons. And there's a flag. I wonder if this is roughing the quarterback. Holding or roughing the quarterback, we'll see.
I'm not sure who that's on. I can't imagine Cole Porter doing anything mean to anybody.
Oh, and sportsmanlike.
It looks like that's who they called it on.
Yeah, the pass got down to the 14.
Sammy Brown, unsportsmanlike penalty called on the Warriors.
So that was a gain of 24, Chris, by Withrow.
Yeah, it was a nice throw. He put it right on the money. He had one of his receivers run a seam route. Man, he just put it about the perfect location. So threw a real nice ball that time. It's going to be first and goal for Malvern at about Buckeye Trail's 7-yard line.
Yes, and again, pistol formation as they have Unch wide to the right. Gore has it. He's going to look to turn the corner, and he does. He's in the end zone for a touchdown, but this could be a block in the back at about the 5.
Another hold on Malvern that time. They got the officials. One thing that is a problem when you run the spread offense is you do have receivers out on the perimeter blocking one-on-one, and holding is really hard to get away with when you're out there all singled out, and that is one downfall. When you try to run the ball, man, it makes it really easy for an official to pick out a holding call.
So now it's going to be 1st and goal, but now back them up 10 yards. So 17. So we've had, this is at 5 penalties.
There's been a
so
bunch
far
already,
on this drive. Again, pistol formation. Withrow looking. He's got a man inside the 10 to about the 9. So that'll be a gain of about 8. And catching that was Jordan Dutchin. Oh, no, they're going to mark it, to the 5, so a gain of 12.
Yeah, 2nd down and 5.
And Withrow looking again, another flag as Jackson Hess is going to be there to wrap them up right at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like another holding call against Malvern. This official definitely likes to throw his flag, and it's been the same official, I think, just about every time. So if you think you're going to get away with holding tonight, it don't look like it's going to happen. So you better make sure you're not.
And Chris, I tell you now, when you look at Malvern, their left tackle, Braden Miller, he's 6'7", 250. But you look inside the interior line, they're not that big. And Buckeye Trail's size and strength is giving them problems. So now it's going to be 2nd and 15. Ball at the 15. 2nd and goal. Withrow under pressure. He escapes the pocket, throws it in the end zone. It is caught, but out of bounds.
Yeah, he just got him a little late. Made a nice throw again, but the receiver just couldn't quite get his feet down. So nice job by Buckeye Trail. Got some pressure on the quarterback, got him to scramble out, and was able to defend it. So nice job, Buckeye Trail. 3rd down and goal from about Trail's 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was Rodney Smith who caught the ball out of bounds. And Chris, from our angle, I don't know if you've seen it that way, Withrow, what makes him special is when he breaks out of the pocket, he keeps his eyes downfield looking to throw the ball, but it looked like he had a lot of running room if he would have kept it. So the Warriors caught a break there. 3rd and goal. Here comes a blitz. Simmons makes the catch, breaks a tackle, and he will get back to about the 6-yard line.
It looks like it's going to be 4th and goal from about the 6. I don't know if Malvern has a kicker or not, but
I look for them to go for it here.
It looks like they're probably going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 6.
So that's about a gain of 9. That's the 2nd catch for Simmons. And boy, Withrow looked like he was going to be sacked, but he's a strong and big kid. So 4th and goal from the 6.
Yeah. Malvern into trips to the right with a single receiver to the left.
Withrow looks, throws it in the end zone, a little behind his intended receiver.
Buckeye Trail holds.
Yeah, that was Rodney Smith. So there's 5:48 left. So that was a 6-minute and 12-minute drive, opening drive by the Hornets. But it comes up empty.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail kind of reminds you a little bit of the Caldwell start. Man, we were down in our end zone for the first 3 or 4 possessions against Caldwell, and it somehow kept them out of the end zone. So hopefully we can get something going here offensively.
Speaking of offense, this is Travis Dodd who runs it up the middle for short yardage. We'll look at the Trail offense. Left tackle is 64, Nick Taflin. Left guard 56, Wyatt Connor. Center is 67, Cole Porter. Right guard 79, Jackson Hess. And right tackle is 72, Bucky Johnson. Quarterback is number 9, Drew McGlumphy. And tight end is 16, Chase Hickman. McGlumphy will keep this, and he will be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down for the Warriors. We mentioned Travis Dodd, the fullback. Mason Todd is your tailback, number 4. Wide receivers, Kaysen Dennis, 32, and Lane Wable, 11.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about 5 for Trail at their own, looks like about 11-yard line. So,
and they've got 5 receivers in the pattern. Here's a long throw. It's intercepted by Rodney Smith, and he'll take it in for a touchdown. About a 17 or about a 17-yard interception return. So Malvern capitalizes on the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Mr. McGlumphy was throwing that one that time, but I'm not sure of that route. It looked like he just turned and threw it. I'm not sure what we were trying to do, so really kind of difficult to tell there.
So Malvern will go for 2. 4:41 left here in the opening quarter. Withrow throws, and that's going to be intercepted in the end zone by Mason Todd. So the Warriors stopped the 2-point conversion, but with 4:41 left here in the opening quarter, Malvern strikes first. They lead 6-0. As Chris, let's hear from some of our sponsors.
Yeah, some of our sponsors tonight. And again, we want to thank you guys for giving us this opportunity. We got Stop 9 Church of Christ cheering on all our local student athletes. We got 360 Burger serving farm-to-table burgers with local ingredients to all football fans in the area. And we got Buck Robinson, proud sponsor of the Warriors and all our local area teams. Call Buck Robinson for all your large equipment parts and supply needs. Bears Den Steakhouse. Stop by the Bears Den Steakhouse located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. We got Dennis Doubt, and he says, go Warriors. Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction services to children, adolescents, adults, wherever it is most convenient. Home, community, or school setting located in downtown Ohio, Old Washington. Call Mindy McGlumphy at 740-489-5571 for any questions. And finally, we have Old Washington Presbyterian Church, a proud sponsor of the Warriors.
So Julius, or no, that's going to it's going to be Braden Miller,
Braden Miller will tee it up for the Hornets.
6'5", 250-pounder.
Boy, that kid there looks like he's got a frame where he could go on and play at the next level. He reminds you a little bit of the really big guy that played at Meadowbrook. What was his name? Big
Josh
offensive.
Seals.
Seals. He looks a lot like Josh Seals as far as his build.
This is Sammy Brown from the 14, still on his feet. And there's a horse collar tackle at about the 23. And there are flags everywhere. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. I hope downtown Sammy Brown is okay.
Yeah, he got slung down pretty hard that time. He almost got away twice. And the final was the horse collar, and that one definitely got him.
So a horse collar tackle, and that will
Brown return the kickoff. Penalty on the play. Personal foul.
let's see, it occurred
On the Hornets.
at the 27. So now they'll move. They should move it up 15 yards.
I would think so.
Yeah, they haven't moved.
Not sure what they're doing here.
Yeah, the trail sideline. Yeah, they put the ball down and everybody was going to the line. And that's a big one. So they'll take it up to the 43-yard line. So the Warriors first down in 10. That gives them some breathing room right there. We'll look at the Malvern defense after this play as Mason Todd looks to turn the corner. Here's another flag. Wow. A gain of 11, but I think it's going to come back. They're going to call a holding call.
Yeah, this is the fifth holding call already?
Yeah, and
tonight?
7th or 8th penalty. Malvern defense. Defensive end, number 60, Braden Miller. Nose tackles, 50, Darnell Jackson. Defensive end, 69, Gabe Campbell. Your outside linebackers, number 10, Jordan Dutchin. And 45, Drake Hutchison. Your middle linebackers are 53, Bentley Mossberger Gardner. Number 8, Julius Gore. We'll look at the secondary after this play. Little crossbuck action. And Blake Wable, he may have lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, he didn't get out of the backfield. Malvern's, they're playing a 52 defense. That's an old defense. Not too many people's playing anymore. They got a nose guard, they got down tackles, and you got two defensive ends outside of usually your furthest guy on the line. And usually you can usually run that thing inside, but Malvern, very athletic and very quick to the ball. So it's not going to be easy for Trail.
Yeah, that's a loss of 4. Here's another flag as that pass is incomplete. And they're going to call. I have never seen the number of holding calls. I know the old adage, you could call a holding call on every play.
Oh,
well, it is
man.
not.
This is, honestly, this is a disaster. I never seen anything quite like this.
Yeah. But they've been consistent.
They have.
Both teams have been.
They've been consistently throwing the flag. That's one thing they have done tonight.
So the Warriors, remember they started this drive at their 43-yard line. They are now backed up at their 11. Chris, we'll call this second down and Quaker City to go.
They may have to take this one all the way down to Sherrodsville. Holy smokes.
I think you're right. Yeah, they're at the 12. If my math is right, it's second down and 31 to go. But that they have to get the ball to the 48-yard line. McGlumphy throws it, intended for Mason Todd. That pass is incomplete, defended by Rocco Marinucci.
You're not going to believe this, Tommy. There's another flag.
Personal foul, roughing the quarterback against Malvern. Now, this will not be in high school. It will not be an automatic first down, but it definitely helps. The secondary for Malvern, corners, we mentioned Rocco Marinucci, number 9. Number 3 is Roy Simmons, and your safeties, 11, Rodney Smith. Number 2, Josh Unch.
And what's scary is we'd have to get 3 of those to get a first down.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I've never seen that many flags thrown in the first 8 minutes of a game.
We've had more plays with flags than without. And we've only got 3:25 left here in the quarter. And Malvern's,
I think they got the yard markers messed up. Oh, they did give them a first down. I don't think that's right.
I don't think it's right.
That's not an automatic first down, is it? Unless we're playing NFL rules.
McGlumphy, fortunate to get rid of that. It's coming off. That was Hutchison who hit McGlumphy just as he was throwing the football.
Yeah, and he was lucky to get rid of that because he was just about ready to really get peeled. So he come off free off the defensive end, and I mean that's.
We're going to have to check with our KGP rules interpreter, Luke Hutchison, during this broadcast and see. I didn't think it was. And that pass was intended for Hickman. And incomplete, and that was Rodney Smith on the coverage there.
Yeah, McGlumphy's bailing out because he's getting pressure right away inside. So he's kind of bailing out of the pocket early, which you really can't blame him because every time he stayed in the pocket, he's really gotten peeled a few times. So Malvern's doing a really good job of putting pressure on the quarterback, that's for sure. Their defensive line is very athletic. Not huge, but athletic.
Rolling out is McGlumphy. He throws it. Pass intended for Todd, but that's going to be incomplete. So the Warriors moved the pocket there, but outstanding coverage from the Hornets secondary, and they're going to send Roy Simmons back for the Mason Todd punt. 3:08 left here in the opening quarter. 6-0 Hornets.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail standing at their own 2-yard line.
Todd, nice punt.
Gets off a pretty good punt. And I was going to say, that's not been one of Trail's strengths either, is punting and kickoff. So got a pretty decent punt off that time.
So, one of those, you had to just watch this to explain it, but Buckeye Trail started this possession first down, I believe, at their own 38 after the horse collar tackle on the kickoff. Then they had to get, I believe, to their own 34 to get the first down. So that's
and they got that because of a personal foul call.
So,
yeah.
That was unique. This is Hutchison, and Hutchison's going to break outside, and he's another flag, 2 flags. As he gets to about the 40, that's a gain of about 15, and
Yeah, this is almost
yeah.
It's almost becoming kind of a joke here. I mean, this is getting to be just a little bit ridiculous. And I'm not saying one team or the other. It's just ridiculous
But
that they are throwing
both
that many
teams.
flags. I mean, both teams are going, what is going on?
So here, let me text the wife and tell her to put dessert in the in the freezer
still in the
for me
first quarter.
because I'm gonna be a while.
Thank God you ate at that cookout, Tom.
Oh,
before we come over. That was very good.
I tell you what, yeah, great job by Buckeye Trail administration. All the food that they had available, and that's Hutchison getting to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be
Gain of 4.
Second down at about, 16 for Malvern. Malvern really looks like they got a really nice team. They got a nice-sized team, very athletic kids. They all move and run well, so Buckeye Trail's going to have to play well tonight
Yeah,
to have a chance to win this game.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Withrow fakes it, rolling out. He's got a man open. There's another flag as making the catch, I believe, is Simmons down to the 40. I'm going to guess a holding call.
I don't know what else it could be.
Hey.
Tackled by Lane Wable. There is a penalty.
I've never seen.
Wow. This has got to be an all-time record.
It does. It has to
How many
be.
penalties has that been? I've never seen anything like this.
And, boy, you could see it Withrow. Buckeye Trail bid on the play action, Chris.
Oh, he was wide open.
And Simmons.
Yeah,
he's a tough cover in the secondary, that's for sure.
He was definitely open.
So now we are under a minute and a half left here. We've had double-digit penalties. And now Malvern's going to take a timeout. And, Chris, that'll give us a chance to hear from some of our sponsors.
Yeah, we got Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Looking for a family restaurant to tailgate at before the big game? Visit Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. We got Darcy A. Wakefield, Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Want to show off a beautiful smile after the big Warrior win? Darcy Wakefield can take care of your dentistry or orthodontics needs. Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC. Cambridge Realty and Investments has teamed up with Falk Auctioneering. We proudly support Warrior student athletes and the FCA. Call us when you're ready to talk real estate and auctioneering. Find us on Facebook. We will look for you. Brenda Pontius says, congratulations to the homecoming royalty of Buckeye Trail. We got Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vanderman Insurance Agency. Looking for an independent insurance agent to quarterback you through any coverage? Connor Pushcarriage is your man. Call Connor at 740-610-3024 at Jacobs Vanderman Insurance.
As that pass is completed to Rodney Smith to the 35, so that's a gain of about 7. And that was Drew McGlumphy on the tackle. And, Chris, Drew got up. He's kind of limping. Remember, he hurt I believe it was his ankle in the Wild game against Shenandoah.
Yeah. He ended up going out and didn't come back in.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 19. There, and that looks to be Simmons. They'll probably give them forward progress at the 42, so that'll be a gain of 6.
4th and about 13. I imagine they're probably going to punt it here. So, hey, the one good thing is there hasn't been a flag. So,
and that should
get us to the end of the quarter.
End of the quarter, yes. a long one it has been. After 1 quarter of play here from Old Washington, it's homecoming 2024 here at the Baker Activity Complex. In your score after 1, Malvern 6, Buckeye Trail 0. We'll be back after this timeout. Welcome back to the Bill Baker Activity Complex on the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. Malvern 4th and 13. And Smith gets a booming punt, and it is fielded nicely at the 29 there by Sammy Brown. And that one easy, as he was holding a conference there with about 4 Hornets right around him. So, and you don't think they were talking to him by any chance as he was waiting to catch the ball, do you?
I would imagine they were. Well, hopefully Buckeye Trail can get something going here offensively, because they've really struggled in their first 2 offensive possessions. So,
yeah, and we'll keep an eye on McGlumphy as he's going to go under center. Handoff to Dodd, and he is hit immediately.
Yeah, he might have got a half yard. He barely got out of the backfield. So Malvern, when their Trail's going to that run look, both linebackers, they're just stepping up and coming. So
look like Gabe Campbell on the stop.
And Malvern setting in that. Looks like they're still in that 50 defense. And they're just manning up on the outside, playing man.
Yeah, Braden Miller also there. Travis Dodd gets it again. They're going to mark him down at about the 36-yard line. So he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Yeah, it's about 3rd and 3 for Buckeye Trail at their own 36-yard line.
Buckeye Trail, they could really use a first down here just to give their defense a little breather. Handoff to Dodd, and I don't think he did not get it. Yeah. And Chris, when we talked to Coach Kearns on the KGP pregame show this week, he talked about that for the Warriors offensively, they were going to need to move the sticks, ball control, and keep Malvern's vaunted offense off the field. So he thought time of possession would be big for the Warriors, but they're going to come up, as you said, 2 yards short.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail really, Malvern but had about 11 guys in the box on that, so really didn't have a chance to.
And boy, does Todd get a nice row as it rose to the 34-yard line. Boy, Malvern's coming after the punt. They nearly got that one.
Yeah, and Todd got a really nice punt off, got a really nice roll. So Buckeye Trail, Malvern's going to have it at 1st and 10 on their own 35. So see what Buckeye Trail can do defensively here.
Yeah, it's only
Buckeye Trail's really hung in there defensively tonight so far. Part of that's been because of penalties, but man, they've really hung in there tough so far.
So 9:53 left here in the second quarter. With throw, he's got time. He's got a man open. What a throw to Smith. He'll catch it and be brought down at about the 37. Lane Wable on the stop.
Yeah, they just ran 2 streakers going down the field, making that safety, that strong safety in the middle of the field, try to play one or the other. And if you play it right as at Malvern, you wait till he decides where he's going to go, and you just throw it to the other guy. So nice job by Malvern offensively that time.
Yeah, Withrow, 28-yard strike. And if he has time to throw, and the Warriors have gotten to him a couple of times, he's tough. Warriors coming in, Withrow looking over the middle. He's got his man Simmons inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. That's about a 19-yard gain, and it will be another Hornet first down. I'm going to mark it at the 20. So we'll call it an 18-yard gain.
Yeah, it was a nice crossing route that time. He come from one side of the field and ran all the way across the field, and it's really hard to hang with him, especially he rolls that way, shortens that pass up on that right side. So nice job again by Malvern, throwing the ball well.
So now it's going to be first down and 10. Withrow keeps it, and he is wrapped up, and here's another flag. And that was Nate Taflin.
I'm not sure what this call is.
Who wrapped him up. They're talking to Buckeye Trail. What did they call?
Face mask.
Face mask,
yeah.
Okay.
Face mask is the call against the Warriors.
And just a incident 5-yard variety, so it goes from the 20 to the 15. So it'll be first down and 5. So 3 receivers to the left. Warriors coming on the blitz, and Gore has it, and he will get near the first down. Maybe a yard short. Sammy Brown coming up from the secondary to apply the hit.
And there's another flag on the ground. They just threw a flag.
Personal foul, face mask. So now
Personal foul, face mask.
this is a personal foul, so it will be half the distance. That'll take it to the 5. So Malvern in business here to go up by 2 scores, Chris, if they can punch it in. First and goal from the 5. Again, pistol formation. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Man comes in motion, pitch to Gore. He's got running room, and he will scoot over the pylon. Let's see if they give it to him.
Looks like they're going to put him at about the 1-yard line. It's going to be close.
Gore is stopped short of the goal line.
Good call. Yeah, maybe.
Second and goal from the 1.
Yeah, from the 1. Good eagle eye there from my partner in crime. So that was a gain of 4 by Gore. I tell you, when he got it on the pitch,
It looked like
I thought he was going to get in, yeah.
He had a lane, that's for sure.
And look for him to probably get it again. Warriors bunching it up. Gore does get it. He is stood up by Jackson Hess and a host of Warriors.
Yeah,
And he lost.
He lost it about 2 yards that
Yes.
time. Trail really come flying in and stuffed that right off, right from the beginning. So nice job by Buckeye Trail's defensive line up front. Just did a nice job penetrating, getting some depth in the backfield, and creating havoc for Malvern that time.
Yeah, that was Jackson Hess and Blake Wable who shot in there for the Warriors. So now 3rd and goal. Hutchison takes it, turns the corner, cuts it up, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. So a 3-yard run by Hutchison, and Malvern leads 12-0. So again, the Hornets, they will go for 2. So 6:18 left here, second quarter. Withrow dropping back. He is under pressure, running, still running. He's back at his own 20. He's got a man open in the corner, and it is incomplete. Rodney Smith, the intended receiver. So Hutchison with the 3-yard touchdown run. 6:18 left. And Chris, it's now 12-0 Malvern. And Buckeye Trail offensively, they have not really found anything that has gotten them in any rhythm at all.
Yeah, they really, you can just tell Malvern does not feel threatened with anything the Buckeye Trail's doing right now. And really have just come up and have basically put 11 guys or 9 guys in the box and is telling Buckeye Trail, try to throw it, and Buckeye Trail just has not been able to. And when they did, they weren't successful at it. So Buckeye Trail is going to have a hard time running it. When you put 9 guys in the box, you cannot block them. So there's just too many guys in that box to block, and it's just really difficult to run it. And you've got to be able to complete some passes to get Malvern to back off. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long night.
And, Chris, a couple of times that McGlumphy has had guys open when he's went to throw the ball, he's getting hit when he throws the ball.
No doubt. He's been
so
pressured.
got to give
he's
a little bit more time.
Every time he's barely getting it off and getting hit, and it makes it tough, especially as a young quarterback. You get dinged a few times back there. All of a sudden you're thinking, man, what's coming next? So it is not any fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, Todd's going to get it to about the 29-yard line. He's going to be dumped by a host of Hornets led by Marinucci. So the Warriors here, 6:09 to go here in the first half. And, Chris, this is a big drive. If the Warriors can sustain a drive and get it in the end zone, remember, they could possibly play a steal a possession, because they'll get the ball to start the second half. Mason Todd on the jet sweep and just nowhere to run, as he's going to get knocked down at the 20. That's going to be a loss of about 4.
Yeah, there's just Malvern's doing a great job of stringing things out. Buckeye Trail, I think, got away with one early, but Malvern has done a great job containing the ball and stringing things out, and, man, there just is no place to run.
And, Chris, that was Braden Miller. Remember, he's a senior, 6'7", 250. So 3 receivers to the right. That's a loss of 4. Pass over the middle. It is caught at the 35. Going up and getting it was Blake Wable. So that's a gain of 15 for the Warriors.
That was a nice catch by Blake Wable. The ball looked like it's getting away from Mr. McGlumphy a little bit, but Blake Wable just went up and made a catch, and he got punished a little bit there too. So, it takes some guts to do that.
So, boy, the Warriors definitely needed that after the 4-yard loss on first down. So 1st and 10 at the 35. McGlumphy throws it out quickly to Todd, and let's see, they're going to mark it, I think, right at the line of scrimmage. And that was Hutchison there on the initial hit.
Brought down by Clayton Abel.
And by Abel. So 2nd and 10, 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. McGlumphy over the middle. He's got a man, and that's another first down. That's Mason Todd. So he will get it to about the Hornets' 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was just a slant route. They had trips over here to the right, and one of the trips guys just ran a quick slant, and man, he was wide open. McGlumphy put it on him that time, and Buckeye Trail, I mean, what they've got to complete passes and get Malvern on their heels a little bit. Once you do that, you open the field up, then you might be able to run it some, and that looks like what the Trail's trying to do here.
Empty backfield. Again, that catch is by Brown. He will get to the 44-yard line where they'll stop his forward progress as Simmons is running down the field with the football, but the whistle had blown, so that's a gain.
About four. About four, yeah. And again, that's a good first down gain. That not a big pass, but you're getting positive yardage, and again, it keeps Malvern on their heels just a little bit. And Buckeye Trail's going to throw one deep here before too long. If they can give McGlumphy time, because they're playing us one-on-one on the perimeters, and I think we can get them.
Yeah, McGlumphy 3 for 3 for 36 yards on this. There's Mason Todd, that pass. Now, that could be a penalty right there.
That should be a penalty. That should be a delay.
Sammy Brown running to get the football. Oh, what he was wanting. Now, Sammy Brown's running for a touchdown. Was there no whistle? Now they're saying.
Never was a whistle.
And see, Sammy Brown wasn't sure, if the pass wasn't thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So we're going to have a confab there. And I tell you, heads up play.
I don't understand how that's not a penalty to kick the football. That is
That was a delay.
A delay
of game. Yes.
You cannot do that.
Yes. That wasn't accidental. Yeah, that was a drop kick that went
that's
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
For the
that went 25, between 25 and 30 yards. There now they did call. But wait, why is it they called the delay of game? Warriors wouldn't decline it.
Well, I tell you what, this officiating group tonight.
He did. Did he?
He called it offsetting.
Oh, okay, what there? Yeah.
Oh my Lord! I ain't never seen anything quite like this.
So third down and 6, ball at the 44. McGlumphy throws it, is caught. Nice job by Lane Wable. He made one man miss, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1, and Trail, you're in scoring position here. I think you almost have to go for it. So,
yeah. So
I think Donnie may run this down and call timeout.
So I guess that was a gain of 5 then for the Warriors. Yeah, and that's right, Buckeye Trail, that's what they're going to do. They're going to run it down, and we'll hear from the rest of our sponsors.
Yeah, we got Bicon and Bicon Engineering, wishing the Warriors and all our area teams a very successful season. Deep Cut Tavern, looking for a place to celebrate after a big Warrior win? Come to Deep Cut Tavern and celebrate with friends and family. Marathon Stations, fuel up before every local area football game at Marathon Stations, located in Old Washington and Cambridge. And again, we thank all our sponsors tonight. Me and Tommy are very blessed to be here. We love coming out and watching Buckeye Trail football and just high school football in general. And, man, do we love to watch our college teams play on Saturday. At least I do. The Buckeyes are a lot of fun to watch. Tommy's been let down a little bit this year, but I know he loves college football. Doesn't matter what it is.
Hey, my Razorbacks, prime time tomorrow night against the 4th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers.
Yeah, the Tennessee, man, you talk about a team that's been, they were really good last year, and man, they seem like they just keep loading back up again, and it looks like they really got that program heading in the right direction. So the SEC is always tough. I always make fun with Tommy, but that is a tough conference to play in.
Triple I formation and
Looks like we got it.
Yes, that's Travis Dodd. And I liked it, Chris, the Warriors, they went on a quick count.
Yeah.
Dodd needed one, and he got. He got 3 maybe?
Timeout Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, 2:07 left here. And again, you know, we talked about the big playoff implications. Malvern, they're rock solid into playoffs. What they're wanting to do is stay in that top 8. Right now, they're in the top 4 and host a playoff game.
Yeah, no doubt. If you can be in that top 4, that means you get to host one of those lower seeded teams. And usually that top 4 seeded team will win that game. I know Barnesville's in that position, a local team. You know, they're going to get to host probably two home games in the playoffs. And that first game is usually maybe not the toughest game, but once you get to that second round, you get to the third round, you're playing some really top quality programs, and you better be ready to play.
And Chris, you mentioned the Shamrocks. They're undefeated. We've seen, you know, how impressive that they have not had a close game yet, but I think in their region, they are sitting 5th or 6th. Yeah. They're right behind Union Local, who they will play here.
Yeah, was that next week or the week after?
Yeah, it's one of
yeah, they're coming up. But Barnesville is just they are definitely one of the most talented teams in the area by far.
Empty backfield again. There's a throw, and it is broken up.
Yeah, he had him there. He's just got to put something on that throw. He's trying to lob that thing in there, and you cannot do that against a more athletic team. And this team here, their defensive backs are athletic. They move well, so you got to really try to put some zip on that thing to get that thing in there.
Yeah, McGlumphy had completed his last 4 passes all on this drive. That's his first incompletion, and that was Marinucci, who came up in the secondary for Malvern to make a play on the ball.
There it is, Sammy
Pop
Brown.
Pass, Sammy Brown, 20, makes one man miss, 15.
Yeah, and that's what Trail's got to do. The opening's there. The middle of the field is wide open. If they can give them
a flag. And Coach Kearns is just beside himself as.
What is this call?
Offsides offense. And that is a backbreaker. Chris, that was about a 24-yard pass completion. We want to say hi to Katie Klipner, who is joined our press box here and dropped off some goodies. Absolutely.
The clip is in the house.
Going long is McGlumphy. Pass broken up, intended for Wable. And on the coverage there was Simmons. So it's going to be 3rd down and 15. And again, be sure to stick around for halftime, as we will hear from the Malvern Band, the Buckeye Trail Marching Band, as well as crown our king and queen of 2024. It's good to see Cohen Egan back at last year's king to crown him. Nice pass and catch to Wable. He's got a 1st down and then some. He gets the ball inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line, a gain of 23.
And Buckeye Trail doing a nice job of really exploiting the middle of the field. Malvern's linebackers are really stepping up aggressively.
And here's another flag as McGlumphy's going to.
I have never seen anything like this before. And this is almost laughable.
Holding. Chris, we've had not over 10 penalties. We've had over 10 holding calls here in the first half, and this doesn't count the other flags. So they're going to.
I mean, this is just downright ridiculous.
So the clock's running, and I don't understand. The clock shouldn't have been running on an incomplete pass.
It was a completed pass, wasn't it? No, that was
No.
an incomplete.
Yeah, no, he just got rid of it. Yeah, so they put some time back on the clock to 1:11. McGlumphy looking, and he's going to be dropped at about the 30-yard line. Coming in with the hit for Malvern was Marinucci.
Yeah, it's going to be, is it second down?
Yes.
Second down in what, 22 or so?
McGlumphy over the middle. He's got him. Oh, just missing Todd. And you're right. The Warriors are attacking Malvern in between the hashes.
Yeah, that's where the field's open. They got one guy in there. Their linebackers are not getting any depth at all. So once you get about 10 yards downfield, there is huge areas that one guy is trying to cover. Malvern looks like they're going to back it off now. So
you're right, a three-man rush. McGlumphy looking deep, and it is going to be intercepted by Hutchison. And he will be tackled at the 6-yard line.
Pass intercepted by Drake Hutchinson. Tackled
So that time,
by Blake.
Malvern, they dropped back deep and covered the middle.
yeah, that time that linebacker was 20 yards downfield. That would have been the time to, run somebody underneath the drag route because they're getting a lot of depth trying to take that stuff away. And McGlumphy, again, just kind of threw that ball up. I never really got a good look. I don't know if it slipped out of his hand again or what, but just didn't get a good solid throw on it.
And boy, penalties were huge.
Oh man, I just have never seen anything quite like this. And it's not just for Trail; it's for both teams.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
But that will end the first half here on the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. Your score at the half, it's Malvern 12, Buckeye Trail 0. We're going to enjoy hearing from the bands, Malvern and Buckeye Trail. We'll crown our 2024 homecoming king and queen. And doing that honors will be the 2023 homecoming king,
Time has come for the crowning of our homecoming king and queen.
Cohen Egan. So be sure to stick around, as well as we'll add up some stats here and then get you set for second half action. 12-0 Malvern. Now let's enjoy the halftime festivities.
You've left an indelible mark upon our hearts, and you have lent magic to our enchanted sport. You've been a gift in so many ways, both big and small. Driving to school this morning, I looked down at the teal cup that I was holding, that I've been using for the last 6 years, and I read the advice one more time. Each day is a fresh start. You gave me that. Please do not look too far ahead, even though you are so close to the end of your high school career. Follow your own advice and enjoy every moment you have here, and know we are proud of you, and you give us one more golden moment along our Buckeye Trail as your warrior wings lift us up. And now, our freshman attendant, Avery Wable. Our sophomore attendant, Carson Olson. Our junior attendant, Kayla Hinkle. Our king candidate, Cole Beaver. Our king candidate, Wyatt Connor. Our king candidate, Travis Dodd. Our king candidate, Jace Hickman. Our king candidate, Noah Jones. Our first queen candidate, Kaylee Abrams. Queen candidate, Leilani Parker. Queen candidate, Sydney Patterson. Queen candidate, Delaney Rowe. Queen candidate, Sydney Snodgrass. And bringing back one of the best, our 2023 Homecoming King, Cohen Egan, with Mr. Football, Landon White, Miss Spirit, Lila Beckett. This is our 2024 Homecoming Court. Each of you will be a queen or king forever in our hearts, especially mine. Please give them a round of applause. May I have a drum roll? Landon White, our own little Mr. Football, with the help of Cohen Egan, will crown our 2024 Homecoming King, who is Jace Hickman! Now, may I have another drum roll? Little Miss Spirit, Lila Beckett, will crown our 2024 Homecoming Queen with the help of Cohen Egan. Let me introduce you to our 2024 Homecoming Queen. Are you ready, Chase? Are you going to go get your queen? Leilani Parker! Congratulations to our new king and queen. We know that you will represent Buckeye Trail well. Enjoy your enchanted time as you finish your senior year. And to all of you, we wish you only the best and much success in your future endeavors. To all of you here tonight, thank you so much for being here and joining us in this event. Bring on the band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a warm welcome to the Malvern Hornet Marching Band. Under the direction of Geneva Ford and assisted by Christine McLean and Malcolm Simmons. In the late 90s and early 2000s, rap duo Outkast were production hit after hit. In 2003, they released this song, accumulating numerous MTV awards. Here is Hey Ya! In 2014, America rapper Pitbull released what will become certified triple platinum. Here is Fireball. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the 2024 Malvern Hornet Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field. The pride of Eastern Guernsey County. The Warrior Marching Band. The Warrior Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Doug Hanna, Assistant Band Directors Madison Galloway and Tiffany Scanlon, Percussion Assistant Gavin Brown, and Color Guard Instructor Brenda Shepard. The band's first performance is a song by American singer Katy Perry. Released in 2009, this song reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming her second consecutive top 5 single. Here is Hot and Cold. Our next performance is by American singer-songwriter Gwen Stefani. It's a hip-hop song that drew its influence from the 1980s, released in 2005, and became the first digital download to sell 1 million copies. Here is Holla Back Girl. At this time, we would like to invite the Malvern Hornet Marching Band to march with the Buckeye Trail Warrior Marching Band for the first time, performing the hit single that topped the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart for 12 consecutive weeks, making it the longest running single of '04. Here is Yeah! Let's hear it for the marching bands one more time. That was awesome.
All right, what a thrilling performance by both the Malvern Marching Band and the pride of East Guernsey. The Buckeye Trail Marching Band, both separate and then coming together to perform the closing song and a little dancing to go as well as at the half. Malvern leads Buckeye Trail by the score of 12-0 after Malvern in a flag fest of a first half, and especially their first drive. They would get down inside the 10-yard line for the Warriors, but would be turned away on downs. And then, on Buckeye Trail's first possession, a Rodney Smith would intercept a Warrior pass and return it 17 yards to the house. The two-point conversion was no good, and with 4:41 left in the first quarter, Malvern would lead Buckeye Trail 6-0. It would stay that way till midway through the second quarter, when with 6:18 left, Drake Hutchison would run it in from 3 yards out for the Hornets. Again, the two-point conversion was no good. And Buckeye Trail got on their next drive. They drove down into Malvern territory, got it down to the 15-yard line twice, but came back because of penalties, and that's how the first half ended. When we look at some of the unofficial stats for Malvern in the first half. Malvern had 22 yards rushing and 103 yards passing. Roy Simmons had 3 catches for 57 yards. And so 125 yards total offense for Malvern. When you look at Buckeye Trail, the Warriors had 11 yards rushing, 64 yards passing, so 75 yards total offense for Buckeye Trail. So both defenses doing a nice job. Leading the way receiving for Buckeye Trail was Blake Wable, as he had 2 catches for 38 yards, but just double-digit penalties in holding calls alone. That doesn't count for the delay of games, the horse collar tackles, the face mask penalties. It has been a barrage of penalties, but Buckeye Trail will get the ball to start the second half, and this is going to be a big possession for them. Some scores of note around the area. Union Local leads Cambridge 21-7. It's homecoming in Byesville, but Coshocton trying to pull off the upset as they lead Meadowbrook 20-13. Barnesville is shutting out Caldwell 27-0. John Glenn over Morgan 14-7. Newcomerstown leads TCC by the score of 40-0. Strasburg and East Canton are scoreless at 0. Monroe Central leads Shenandoah 20-0. KGP correspondent Jared Norman reporting Ridgewood leading Sandy Valley at the half 28-3. And in the big game around this part, Garraway leads Indian Valley 21-20. It's 12-0 here. And there's the kickoff by Miller. It's bobbled by the Warriors, but picked up at the 25, 30, over the 40. And Buckeye Trail, Chris, will have excellent field position, as that was, I believe, Blake Wable who returned that.
Yeah, I think it was Blake Wable. And he's, whenever Blake's had an opportunity to run the ball this year, he has ran the ball extremely well. He is not tall, but stocky, built well and strong and aggressive. And Blake is just a nice football player.
So we'll see what the Warriors do here on first down. Just underway here, start of the third quarter. Ball at the Warrior 41. McGlumphy will keep it. He's got a nice gain up the middle. He'll get over the 45 to about the 47, gain of 6.
A nice push up front by Buckeye Trail that time. The offensive line basically drove that defensive line backwards. McGlumphy just following in behind him. So nice job by the front offensive line up front for Buckeye Trail.
Remember, the Warriors ran the ball 8 times for only 11 yards. That's very uncharacteristic. There's a little bubble screen to Mason Todd, and he's going to lose a couple yards, I believe, on this. Yeah, they're going to mark it back at the 45, so that will be a 2-yard loss. So third down and 6. And Chris, you wonder how many yards the Warriors pick up here if they will not think about going for it on fourth down. McGlumphy gets hit as he throws the ball, and that is nearly intercepted, and McGlumphy took a shot. So he's a little slow getting up. So the Warriors will punt the football. Mason Todd will do the honors. And going back for the Hornets will be Roy Simmons. Like we said,
McGlumphy that time trying to roll to his left and throw as a right-handed quarterback. It is not easy to do.
Wow, what a punt by Mason Todd. They'll go all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that was a really nice punt that time. And Malvern's coming after the punt, almost got there again. And Mr. Todd got the punt off and, man, got an excellent roll that time all the way down. Almost inside the 1, it looks like. So really nice job by Mr. Todd.
And Simmons, the deep back for Malvern, he was kind of, you could tell, he was visibly frustrated with himself.
Yeah.
He didn't try to make a play on that ball, but in his defense, you did not expect it to roll over 30 yards and be down at the 1. So.
Yeah, that was one of those plays. He thought about it. Then he thought, hey, better not.
And here's a first down pass for a first down. As that ball will go to Unch, I believe, yes. So that's a gain of 12 for Unch.
Yeah, Malvern going with trips to the left, single receiver to the right.
It's going to be Hutchison, and he's got running room across the 20 to the 25. That will be a gain of about 12 as well. So back-to-back first downs. Mason Todd on the stop for the Warriors. And that's the longest run by either team, 12 yards. So Malvern, they've moved it from the 1 yard line to the 25 and getting about a yard or so is coming up a little gingerly for the Buckeye Trail defense there. Looks at Cole Porter.
Cole Porter.
And he's the Warriors center.
Yeah, it looks like Buckeye Trail did a nice job getting that one turned inside. And it looks like Cole might have come down on his shoulder a little awkwardly and maybe pinched it just a little bit. So Cole's one of those guys that doesn't come off the field very much either.
Yeah, Nate Taflin will come in to take Porter's spot. Gain of 1. Throw over the middle. That's another first down over the 40 to the 43-yard line. So that's a gain of 17. Another completion to Unch. Unch didn't have a catch in the first half.
And I don't think we had a guy within about 10 yards of him when he caught it.
He's got
really wide open.
Yeah, he's got 2 here. So nice drive going by the Hornets. This is Hutchison. He cuts it up. He's got running room 50 to about the 44-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 13.
And Malvern.
Flag.
Wow.
Well, that's the longest. Let's say we had 1, 2, 3. That was 4, so we had 3 plays in a row
without a holding call.
Without a penalty. But
they thought that was just way too long.
This has to be bordering on state record. It really does. So it'll back to Hornets up. They have to get to the Warrior 48-yard line, and the ball's at the 37. Little swing pass. And being knocked out back. Here comes another flag.
I'm pretty sure they called holding again.
At Simmons, or it may be a late hit.
No, that was a holding.
Was that holding?
It had to be because he threw it way early. Had to be holding. I know, Tommy, you probably shouldn't say this, but this officiating crew should be banned from high school football of ever doing another game. this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So I ain't ever seen anything like this. This is just downright ridiculous.
And I did not see the holding call, but he's going to back it up and make it first and about 17.
I honestly feel bad for both teams because I've never seen anything quite like this.
Under pressure, and there's a quick battle. Nice hit. And that's going to lose maybe a couple yards as Blake Wable comes in and meets Simmons.
Yeah, Blake Wable was there as soon as he turned. Blake Wable put one on him. So, again, the Buckeye Trail defensively really hasn't played too bad tonight. Offensively, they just have been unable to get anything going at all. And, if your offense can't get much done, you're really putting a lot of pressure on your defense. And Buckeye Trail really has done a pretty decent job tonight.
So a loss of 2. Whoa, and there's a big hit. As Wable hits Simmons, pass incomplete.
And that was a good clean hit by Blake.
Yes.
He made sure he squared up, got him right square in the chest, and, really probably could have hit him harder than that and didn't. So, and he's over there laying on the ground right now, so he actually got caught peeled pretty good on that one.
Now, I tell you, give Simmons, talking about toughness, he did not leave his feet on that and then went clear across to his sideline before he needed a breather. Tough kid. Withrow, he's got time, throws it, making a play on the pass is Lane Wable as he knocks it down. The pass was intended for Jordan Dutchin.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down, and Buckeye Trails is going to get Malvern to turn this thing back over again to him. So Buckeye Trail could just get a little bit of offense, get a score here. Man, they're really in this game. And the way that the Malvern has kind of dominated the game for the most part, Buckeye Trail is really lucky to be in the game that they are right now.
Yeah, and how about the play by Wable? Dutchin is 6'3". Lane is 5'9". Now, when basketball season comes around, he'll be listed as 6'2", Lane will.
Oh, you guys have a 6'9" player this year, right?
That's how it works.
Buckeye Trail basketball having one of the biggest kids we've had, the biggest kid we've ever had at 6'9", and he's only a junior, right? He's only going to be a junior, so.
Yeah, not sure if he's 6'9". There's depending on what day you ask him.
Well, he might be 6'8" in a 3/4, but he's pretty darn close to 6'9".
1st and 10, ball at the Warrior 34. This is Blake Wable.
Running hard again. Blake Wable running hard inside. And Blake Wable just doing what Blake Wable does, and that's run hard.
And that's a gain of 6.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Oh, they moved it back a little bit. I thought it was a 6-yard gain. They're going to say now it's a 4-yard gain. Pass to Todd, and that will be a 1st down.
Well, again, hitting that seam quick, and it's definitely there. Buckeye Trail crossed the 45 to the 46-yard line. Getting those quick hitters on the inside, just a quick little seam route for Trail off that fake to the one back, and those linebackers stepping up create huge seams.
Ooh. As the snap there was bobbled, McGlumphy did a nice job corralling it and trying to get something positive.
He got about a yard out of that when he was lucky to get a yard. So Buckeye Trail sitting at 2nd and long here with 5:17 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Clayton Abel came in on the stop for the Hornets. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. 5 minutes clock running here in the 3rd quarter. McGlumphy will keep it And he'll break a couple of tackles and get to midfield. That's a tough 3-yard run.
Yeah, that was a nice job by McGlumphy that time. He basically got hit at the line of scrimmage, spun, got to the outside, and then basically almost got away to break it. Got about 3 or 4 yards out of something. Really wasn't much there.
And Chris, you talked about it earlier. This defensive line for Malvern, they are getting penetration, and they are not getting moved off the line of scrimmage that easily. McGlumphy under pressure. He just has to get rid of it, and it's going to be intercepted by Rodney Smith. That's his second one of the night. First one he took back to the house. And McGlumphy had no opportunity there. It was a jailbreak.
Yeah, that's one you almost just got to throw out of bounds and live to play another day. And Mr. McGlumphy, he'll learn that. This is really his first year really starting at quarterback. So that's a play you just got to get rid of it and then go to third down, and hopefully you get a better look at it. And again, that one he just kind of threw up, and it was an easy play for Malvern that time.
Withrow, as the blitz is picked up, he throws a shot and nearly intercepted by Lane
And we
Wable.
got 2 penalties in the backfield. I'm not sure why.
It's Wable. He jumped under the pattern there, as that was intended for Rodney Smith. It's against the Warriors. Another face mask. Chris, I believe that is the 3rd face mask penalty for the Warriors. And, man, that one hurts. After the near interception by Lane Wable. Wable's played well in the secondary.
Yeah, he undercut that. He should have intercepted. He would have used his hands. He probably would have. He let that thing get against his pads, and it just slid on through. So, nice job by Lane Wable.
And that's going to be Gore. That's the first time he's carried the ball, as he's hit pretty hard at the 37. As that was Bucky Johnson who had the hit there. That's a gain of
More up the middle, brought down Bucky Johnson.
3.
Yeah, gaining about 3 that time. Buckeye Trail would be second down and about 7. So Buckeye Trail's got the beef inside. Got another Taflin in there, right?
Yes.
The younger Taflin at
Nate.
6'4", about 350. He's a big kid.
Nice pass by Withrow. All the way down to about the 13-yard line.
Simmons on the reception,
And
brought down by Travis Todd.
and they say Simmons caught that one.
Yeah, it was a nice catch. They just ran a little seam route again as he rolled that way. Simmons found that seam, and Withrow threw a real nice strike to him. Real nice ball that time.
And that's a 24-yard pickup for Malvern. And that may be Simmons on the jet sweep. Yes, it is.
He's been active tonight, that's for sure. And he's not very big. Was he 5'7", about 155 pounds? He has not got much size at all.
Hey, you nailed it.
5'7", 155. He's not very big, but very, very quick on his feet.
Boy, I bet you the Carnivals hate to see you coming.
Yeah.
When it's gets the height and weight. This is Gore. Gore turning the corner, and he gets to about inside the 2.
Julius Gore on the carry.
So they're going to mark him at the 2. Gain of 5, so it's going to be And is it third down or
It's
First
first
down.
and goal from the 2, yeah.
so they're going to restart the play clock. Here, 1:49 left, and Malvern will take a timeout. And Chris, how about shouting out some of our sponsors?
Yeah. Again, we really want to thank these sponsors for allowing us to do this here again tonight. Me and Tommy sure do appreciate it, and I'm sure all those Buckeye Trail fans out there do too. We got Stop 9 Church of Christ cheering on all our local student athletes. We got 360 Burger, serving farm-to-table burgers with local ingredients to all football fans in the area. We got Buck Robinson. He's a proud sponsor of the Warriors and all our local area teams. Call Buck Robinson for all your large equipment, parts, and supply needs. We got Bears Den Steakhouse. Stop by Bears Den Steakhouse located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. We got Dennis Doubt, and he says, go Warriors. Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction services to children, adolescents, and adults wherever it is most convenient, home, community, or school setting. Located in downtown Old Washington, call Mindy McGlumphy at 740-489-5571.
So the ball at the 2-yard line. For the Hornets, man comes in motion. They pitch it to Hutchison, and he will get hit right at the goal line.
He
Wow.
got peeled. I thought he was going in easily. And, I mean, he hit a wall. And who was that wall?
Was that McGlumphy?
That was McGlumphy. Just
McGlumphy.
completely stonewalled him at about the half-yard line.
Wait, that was a McGlumphy sandwich. That was Ty, and then Drew came up from the secondary.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what.
I thought he was in. I
thought he was going to be in easily.
And here's another flag.
And we got ourselves a flag.
As Gore took it. Oh, sideline warning. Who's it on?
I guess Malvern.
But I don't see anyone.
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I know the ball's at the 2, and the coaches are standing at the 30-yard line. But it's one of those calls you think, why make that call? They're interfering with nothing. It makes no sense.
So that takes the touchdown away. On the sideline? I mean, that came in after.
Did they score? Or they going for the 2-point
No,
conversion?
they came in. No, the 2, it would be said on the 6. That was after the touchdown. Here's a pitch to Gore, and he's not going to make it. He will get to about the 3-yard line.
It's going to be third and goal from about the 3. It looks like about the 3.5. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here because.
So he's back.
I tell you, there's a first for everything, and this is the first time I've ever seen officials that are just totally awful.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6. We are inside 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Withrow's going to throw. He throws it in the back of the end zone, and Simmons will catch it for 6. So a 6-yard touchdown. Boy, Simmons has had a nice
he has.
Nice game as Withrow. That is his first touchdown.
Yeah, that was a real nice throw. He waited for him to cross and found him in the back half of that end zone and threw a nice pass over top of the defenders in front, and Simmons went up and made a really nice catch, making sure he got the foot down. So nice job by Malvern.
So I tell you, about the only thing Malvern has not done well tonight is the 2-point conversion. Withrow's going to run the option. Simmons is going to be dropped at about the 4-yard line. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 19 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, as a 6-yard TD pass. Withrow to Simmons. And now it's 18-0, and the Warriors, they really need something to happen on this drive to get back into the game. And Chris, we want to congratulate the 2024 homecoming court for the Buckeye Trail. Yeah, Avery Wable, Carson Olson, and Kayla Hinkle. And then the ones that were vying for Queen tonight: Leilani Parker, Sydney Patterson, Sydney Snodgrass, Delaney Rowe, and Kaylee Abrams. That was the ladies. And on the boys' side, for King was Cole Beaver, Travis Dodd, Noah Jones, Wyatt Connor, and Jace Hickman. And your 2024 homecoming king is Jace Hickman, and homecoming queen Leilani Parker. So we want to thank Jace, Leilani for homecoming. Here's another flag.
Yeah, and honestly, that was against the Buckeye Trail runner. I think they called a face mask, but it was not a face mask. I'm not sure what he's calling here.
Sammy Brown, looks like he got a little banged up. The officials are talking. So 11 seconds left.
Looks like they might pick this one up. I think they're going to, yep. All right. They waved that one off because that definitely was not a penalty. So
the Warriors offensively, they have just been stymied as the official comes over and tells Coach Kearns why they waved it off, and he nods his head. So the Warriors, 11 seconds. This could be the last play of the quarter. If this pass is completed or they run it. Here comes a blitz. McGlumphy throws it up. It is caught at the 45-50 to the 48-yard line.
That's caught by Sammy Brown that time.
And that'll be the last play of the quarter, and the Warriors a 32-yard completion.
And again,
to downtown Sammy Brown, was it?
Really nice play by Sammy Brown. That ball was really underthrown, and Sammy come back and made a play on it. And that's one thing Sammy Brown is. He's a pretty athletic kid, not big, but man, athletic. He does a really nice job of tracking the football and makes a lot of plays for Buckeye Trail. So again, nice play by Sammy Brown, making a big catch, getting hopefully a little bit something going for Buckeye Trail on offense here.
And Chris, Rodney Smith, who's got a couple of interceptions, he was playing deep. If McGlumphy throws that ball another 5 yards further, it could be intercepted. So he gave Brown the chance to play almost not quite a back shoulder pass, but it gave him a chance to stop and make a play on the ball before Smith got there.
Right. Sometimes an underthrown ball is a good thing because the defense really can't really react to it where the offense can.
Yeah, so first play of the fourth quarter, McGlumphy will keep it on the draw and he will get maybe 2 as coming in on that was Mossberger Gardner, middle linebacker for Malvern. So they're going to give them a gain of 1, move it back just a little bit. 2nd and 9. Warriors have to get this ball in the end zone. McGlumphy, he's got time. He's got a man. And broken up nicely at the last second. I believe that was Simmons.
Yeah, and again, he had Sammy Brown going down the seam open, and he just underthrew that ball, and Sammy come back and almost made a play again. But if he's able to lead that thing out there, Sammy Brown is walking into the end zone that time for a touchdown. But again, it was a nice play for Sammy to come back and just knock that thing down, make sure the defender doesn't intercept it.
Yeah, that's one of the few times McGlumphy's had a clean pocket. The line did a great job there. Here comes a blitz. McGlumphy has to get rid of it, and he just throws it out intended for Wable, but that was a throwaway, and I believe that was Hutchison. He came in a gap and was completely untouched.
Yeah, and McGlumphy did the right thing there. He just kind of tried to get that thing out of bounds, which he got it out of bounds that time, and man, the linebacker come clean right up the middle. And as a quarterback, the worst pressure you can get is right in your face, immediate pressure, and the only thing he could do was scramble out and throw it away.
So 4th and 9. Nice pocket. Pass over the middle. Intended, I believe, for Sammy Brown. And it is incomplete. So Malvern, again, their defense comes up huge, and they will take over. So started out as a promising drive, but stops just into Malvern territory.
Yeah, and he had the receiver again that time going across the middle. Just that one kind of over, just got a little too high, and I think Sammy Brown tried to go up, almost got a hand on it, but just wasn't quite able to get to it.
So 1st down and 10. Hutchison takes it, and he's got running room. He makes one man miss, 40, 30, 20, and he will be down at about the 12-yard line. Wow, did he explode there. And we'll see where they're going to mark it at.
Looks like he's going to be down at about Buckeye Trail's 14-yard line. About 10:56 to go in the game. Malvern driving.
So that was, I'll try to add that up after this play by Hutchison, as he they spotted it. So is that the 14? So that was 36. That was a 39-yard run, and that's by far the biggest play on the ground by either team. You knew somebody was going to break one on one side or the other.
He made a couple nice cuts. The running back for Malvern, he's really got some quick feet and made some really nice cuts, and I thought he was going to bust that one, and Buckeye Trail was able to run him down.
Yeah, this is Gore. He will get to about the 10-yard line. I think he got 3 on that. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6. From the 9, there's a pass in the end zone. What a pass by Withrow for a touchdown. and that is Rodney Smith. And boy, Chris, that was a fastball. Wasn't bad coverage, but boy, did he get that there on the line.
Yeah, he put some mustard behind that one, was able to squeeze that thing in there in the corner. And I'm not sure if the Buckeye Trail defender slipped or something happened and wasn't able to get there. I'm not sure if he slipped and tripped but just quite wasn't able to get there.
So now the Hornets, they're going to look to practice their extra point for the first time. This is going to be Caden Dennis. Not the Buckeye Trail Warriors Caden Dennis, but the Malvern Hornets Caden Dennis. And Dennis knocks it through. So that makes it 25-0, 9:15 left. And Chris, Buckeye Trail came in pumped up, really confident that they would be able to do some things, but credit to Malvern Hornets. They have come in and they have controlled this football game, and it has started on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they have. They've done a nice job up front for most of the night, and really the quarterback for Malvern, he's got a couple receivers that are really good. Malvern's got a nice team. They're going to be one of those teams that, they get into playoffs, they can make a little bit of noise because, they got some offensive punch, and defensively they're solid. They're not going to give up too many running plays, and you're going to have to be able to be balanced, throw the ball some, because you're not going to be able to just run the ball at this team.
Yeah, and you look at some of these guys like Withrow, the quarterback, and Smith, Hutchison, they come to mind. Remember, these guys all played basketball, and last year they were in the regional finals.
Yeah,
and they were about 8 minutes away from making it to Columbus when they kind of ran out of gas. So, but a talented senior class, that's for sure, as this ball's going to drop and be picked up by Mason Todd at about the 22. He's got running room, 40. One man to beat, 40. Oh, and what a touchdown saving tackle there by Luke Thomas, a sophomore.
Yeah, he caught him by the shoestrings. I thought he was gone.
Yes.
Mason made a nice run, started up the field, made a quick cut to the left, and then boom, found a seam and got a couple nice blocks by Buckeye Trail and was one shoestring away from running that thing back.
Warriors will have it first and 10 at the Hornet 25.
Has about roughly a 52-yard kickoff return. Chase Hickman, the tight end, he is split to the left. Three receivers to the right. McGlumphy will roll that way. Past Wable, out of bounds, at about the 22. Gain of about 3 yards, I believe.
Yeah, nice little pass to the outside that time, and nice catch by Buckeye Trail. Getting some positive yardage, and on first down, that's really what you want.
So they're going to give Lane 4 yards on that completion. The Warriors looking to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. McGlumphy throws. It goes off the hands of Sammy Brown. Nice coverage there by the middle linebacker, Mossberger Gardner. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Hey, Chris, we had a nice crowd here.
Oh, there was a really nice crowd for Buckeye Trail here. Malvern didn't bring as many people as I thought they might, but man, Buckeye Trail side was pretty much filled up tonight with homecoming and a lot of people in town tonight.
Yeah, but I tell you, Malvern, they have a great following, but this is a long trip, and that's going to be Lane Wable.
I think
who takes it in for the Warrior touchdown from 22 yards out.
Yeah, it was a nice catch.
Oh, wait, was that Sammy Brown?
I think that was Lane Wable. Pretty sure that was Lane Wable on the catch that time. He made I think it was Simmons and missed him.
Yes, I thought it was Lane Wable.
Yeah, he made a nice move, was able to get by, and showed a little speed there, too. He kicked it into another gear. And he's going to be one of those kids that you're going to be relying on this year for basketball, too.
McGlumphy will turn, and he'll take it in for 2. And I tell you, the Warriors have almost been unstoppable when it comes to two-point conversions this year. So the Warriors get a much-needed touchdown. 8:46 left here in the game, the 22-yard touchdown pass to Lane Wable. And the McGlumphy two-point conversion now makes it 25-8. So let me ask you folks out there, you looking forward to a big day of college football tomorrow, and the wife has that honey-do list out because it's going to be a beautiful day and you may miss some? Don't worry, my partner in crime here will tell you who's going to win the games. We've got 5 games picked out. I'll call it, and you just shortly give us a winner. Clemson at Florida State.
That is a no doubt. Clemson will win that easily over Florida State. Florida State is definitely falling apart.
Michigan, I believe, leaves the Big House for the first time and travels to Washington.
I'm going to take Washington. I think Michigan, their inability to pass the ball, they can run it, but I don't think Washington's going to allow them to run the ball that well, and I think Washington will beat Michigan.
And we'll get the last 4 after this kickoff by Todd. He squibs it down. It's picked up by Gore at the 30. He's dangerous. 40, 50, 40, 30. And he will be knocked down.
We got a flag down back there.
And there's flag. Yes, there's well behind the play. And who was that saved the touchdown? Was that Sammy Brown?
That was Sammy Brown.
He saved the touchdown. Gore is gassed. And they're down there at the 12-yard line. But there's 3 flags back here at the 45. So, Chris, that's about that's 45 to 50 yards behind the play. I didn't see what happened.
There was 2 players going at it back here. Blake Wable was one, and I'm not sure who the other player was for Malvern. I didn't really see it. I just seen they were kind of rolling around, getting after each other. So I'm not sure exactly what happened because I was watching the football.
But
but obviously something was going on.
But I wonder if there was an initial holding call or something first. Because there's 4 flags on the field.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
So, I mean, they're bringing the ball way back here. So
I'm not sure the officials are totally sure.
Coach Kearns is pleading his case.
They're having a meeting of the minds out there, and I think they're trying to figure out what they want to call here.
But see, I think if it was offsetting penalties there, they would have
re-kick.
They would keep the ball down there. If it was after the play.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If it was after the play, but there's so many flags. There's 4 flags down between the 40 and about 47-yard line. All 4 refs couldn't have been down here to throw it, so a couple of those had to be thrown during the return.
Either that or one official had more than one flag. With tonight, it wouldn't surprise.
Okay, here we go. Personal foul, Buckeye Trail. Personal foul, Malvern. Offsetting. unsportsmanlike Buckeye Trail, unsportsmanlike Malvern, offsetting. So what does?
So all that for nothing, basically.
So you had. I am mystified, stupefied, dumbified. I don't know what it is, but that's. Now one of the officials did pick up all 4 flags. Now, if he puts them all in his pocket.
He did. I'm pretty sure he did. He's got like 4 of them.
Coach Kearns is still talking, and as we zoom in and look at that, Chris, we'll pick up. How about Ole Miss coming off their first loss at South Carolina?
I think I'm going to go with South Carolina. Although it's at South Carolina, I think South Carolina will pull an upset and beat Ole Miss.
This one is sneaky. How about Mizzou? They're still undefeated. Missouri at Texas A&M.
I'm going to go with Texas A&M because they're home again. Texas A&M, that's not an easy place to play. They really have a home field advantage there.
The undefeated Tennessee Volunteers travel to Fayetteville tomorrow night, prime time,
and
to take on those Razorbacks.
I was going to say, I'm not sure where Fayetteville is or what team that is. But I think, you know what?
Look,
if Tennessee was going to get beat, I could see Arkansas doing that. But I've seen Arkansas play this year, so I would say they'll have a chance to win, but probably not win it. Would be my guess.
We'll have that edited out of this game by Bryce afterwards. The Malvern coaching staff, they were out on the field. They've just been motioned to get back, and the officials, they're still talking. Do you re-kick it? Was it after the play?
I think the first penalty was during the play, though. That's the thing. That's what Donnie's arguing. I mean, the first penalty was during the play, so you have to replay the down. You got to re-kick it.
I'm mystified. You go ahead and talk. We've got our KGP official Luke Hutchison calling in, and I'm going to try to figure out something here. Yes, sir.
Oh, Buckeye Trail going to kick off again. So it's 8:34 left in the fourth quarter. Buckeye Trail's down 25-8, and we just had another flurry of penalties that went off, and we're not totally sure what happened, but we know that Buckeye Trail is kicking off again. So
I just wanted to see if the one official put all 4 in his pocket. He had all 4 of them. I don't know if he passed them out, but that is so. Yeah, all of that to come back. So for the record, 2 personal fouls, offsetting, and then 2 unsportsmanlike
conduct.
Yes. Offsetting.
And one of those had to happen before the play was over, or they wouldn't be re-kicking. So, yeah.
But it was just odd. They were all 4 back here between the 40 and 50. So, yeah, that's why I thought it had to be during the return.
We will re-kick Mason Todd. William Ford.
So Todd will squib it, and it will be recovered at about the 38-yard line. And coming up with that for the Hornets was Aiden Sprague. So still 8:32 to go here
And you said still.
in the fourth quarter.
I mean, this has been a very long game.
And, Chris, I think you predicted Arkansas with the upset win over Tennessee. We can't go back to that. And then the last one, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
You know,
go to the horseshoe.
I think that game's going to be closer than what people think. I think Iowa defensively is pretty good. Ohio State hasn't played a real good defense yet, so I think Ohio State will win. I just don't think it's going to be a blowout.
This is Gore. He's trying to turn the corner, and he does. And he'll go out of bounds around the 45. Chris, I expect that game to be close early before the Buckeyes realize, wait, Iowa's actually throwing the football. They've never done this before. And then I think they'll adjust and pull away.
Iowa does have one of the better running backs, but when you run the ball 35 times a game, you better be pretty good. But Iowa, they're defensively, they're always sound. They play good, solid defense, and they usually don't give up a lot of big plays. And Ohio State has lived on the big play this year, and I just don't think they're going to get too many big plays against Iowa. They're going to have to work it down the field, not make mistakes, and try to get it in the end zone.
And hey, speaking of working it down the field, that's Hutchison again. And I tell you, Hutchison, Drake, the senior, he's had a nice game.
Yeah, for Malvern, he ran the ball
on
really
both
well.
sides of the football.
Plays, makes some really good, strong runs. Is not easy to bring down, and has done a nice job for Malvern.
And Malvern looking to run the ball and run the clock. And wow, being dropped is Gore, and that's Mason Todd, and that's a big loss.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail was bringing the hammer that time. They were bringing the house, trying to get this thing stopped, letting Malvern run that thing, and they brought both backers inside, basically taking every gap away, and were able to catch Malvern in the backfield for a big loss.
And you wonder if Trail is going to put everyone in the box and sell out for the run. You got to watch it. Yeah, Withrow's going to go shotgun here, but that's a loss of 9 by Gore. Long pass downfield, and it is incomplete, intended for Smith. So it will be 3rd and 19. And Chris, you got you look at this Malvern team, coached by Matt Churko, and you kind of old school as far as getting the plays in. If you look, the quarterback Withrow, he goes over to the sideline, not all the way, but he goes close enough to get the call from the coach after each play. This is Gore up the middle. Wow, he's in the secondary. He's going to be short of the first down, but maybe by only a yard. So they needed 19. They got.
Looks like about 17
of it, yes.
It's going to be 4th and about 2. And looks like Malvern's probably just going to go ahead and go for this.
Oh, yeah, with
6 minutes to go. Try to put this thing away.
And see, you see Withrow over there, the sideline, and it looks. I'm thinking they're going to take a timeout here. And Chris, while they do that, let's hear from the rest of our sponsors.
All right, we got Old Washington Presbyterian Church, a proud sponsor of the Warriors. We have Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Looking for a family restaurant to tailgate at? And before the big game, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Want to show off a beautiful smile after a big Warrior win? Darcy Wakefield can take care of your dentistry and orthodontic needs. Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC. Cambridge Realty and Investment has teamed up with Falk Auctioneering. We proudly support Warrior student athletes and the FCA. Call us when you are ready to talk real estate and auctioneering. Find us on Facebook. We will work for you. Brenda Pontius says, congratulations to the homecoming royalty of Buckeye Trail. Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vanneman Insurance Agency. Looking for an independent insurance agent to quarterback you through any coverage? Connor Pushcarriage is your man. Call Connor at 740-610-3024 at Jacobs Vanneman Insurance Agency.
So it's going to be 4th down and 2. Power I 3 backs. We'll see who gets it. Gore, Hutchison. It's going to be Simmons. He's going to turn the corner, break a tackle, and get the first down. That was unique. They faked the handoff to the first 2 backs and then quickly pitched it to Simmons. And Simmons needed 2. And no, they're going to say he stepped out.
Wow. I thought he
short.
Clearly got that look like. But
so he went out, but apparently he stepped out just short as he crossed the first down marker. Travis Dodd was one of the players over there that knocked him out of bounds. So Simmons just misses the first down. But Malvern, they ran a chunk of time off, 5:31 left. McGlumphy rolling out from his own 37 to throw. It is caught by downtown Sammy Brown. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Warriors. And just like that,
oh, they got a holding
a
call.
63-yard play. No. Personal foul, roughing the quarterback. Oh,
did it not look like he was going to? Oh.
So an electrifying 63-yard pass, and I tell you, we talked about Withrow putting the mustard and throwing the ball on the line for the touchdown in the end zone to Smith. McGlumphy, that was excellent coverage, and how he got the ball to Sammy Brown. Sammy Brown got a nice block, I believe, by Mason Todd downfield, and it sprung him.
Yeah, and Sammy Brown did a nice job hauling that thing in. It was a good pass to get it in there, but Sammy got sandwiched, I think, between 3 Malvern defenders. Was able to take the blow, maintain his balance, and still get downfield to score.
And one of the rare times the Warriors do not get the 2-point conversion. Now, Chris, the roughing the quarterback, will that go on the kickoff? Because I don't think they moved it to the yard and a half-yard line. We'll see. And the Warriors now down 11. Warriors have put back-to-back touchdowns on the board and have made this game interesting. The Warriors still have 3 timeouts left. But we'll see where they're going to kick off. Coach Kearns imploring his Warriors. And Chris, give Trail credit. When it got 25-0 here in the 4th, it would have been easy to start thinking of the homecoming dance, tomorrow night, something like that. But this team battles, yes. And so it is added to the kickoff as we expected.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail needs to get another big stop here and give themselves an opportunity to, if they can get another quick stop and a score, they got a shot. They got a chance. And that's all you can ask for at this point in the game is give yourself a chance.
And Malvern, they're up. They have 10 guys up. They are expecting an onside kick here. And the ball is laying. They're going to squib it down to Gore. He gets it at the 5. And they're going to drop him back there inside the 10. So excellent decision there.
Yeah,
by Coach Kearns, because now you have to have a 3 and out.
Yeah, that was a big tackle that time. Sammy Brown got him caught behind the 10-yard line, and if Trail can get a quick stop here, they still have got 3 timeouts. Anything can happen.
Hey, it's your proverbial line to say that you say every game. Stranger things have happened. Yes.
Malvern's going to have to get aggressive again here. They've been just trying to run the clock out.
And here comes a blitz, run blitz, and the Warriors are there to stand them up. And they stood up Hutchison. Travis Dodd, he blitzed off the corner. Off the left side of the line.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Malvern at their own 10-yard line.
4:46 clock running. Things have gotten interesting here. But the Warriors, Chris, you're right, they have to have a 3-and-out.
Yeah, they got to get a 3-out. And Buckeye Trail may have to take a timeout if they get a stop here, just because you got to have 2 scores, so they can't allow that clock to run.
Quick pass over the middle. What a nice pass by Withrow. And we'll see where it's going to be.
About
2 yards short.
About 2 yards short. 3rd and about 2.
And that pass was to Rodney Smith.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail's really going to have to tighten up on this pass coverage because they can't afford to even let them complete the pass. So I think that time they were content to allow them to catch it and then tackle them. Now you cannot be content on them catching it at all. You're going to have to play tight.
This is biggest play for the Warriors right here. 3rd down and 2. The pitch to Hutchison, and he will get the 1st down.
Yeah, got it pretty easily.
Yes, he did. And Chris, who do they run behind? Their left tackle?
Yeah, they
Braden Miller.
Braden Miller at 6'7", 250 pounds. And he is a nice-looking athlete at that size. He moves well. Big, strong kid. Man, that kid there's got a frame that could go on and play at the next level without any doubt.
So that was a big pickup there for Malvern. It's Hutchison again. He turns the corner. And did he stay? Yeah, Hutchison. What a heads-up play, Chris, as he went down inbounds. Made sure he did not get knocked out of bounds. And you're right, that forces Buckeye Trail timeout. And wrap up our final sponsors.
Yeah, we got Bicon and Bicon Engineering, wishing the Warriors and all our area teams, a very successful season. We got Deep Cut Tavern, looking for a place to celebrate after a big Warrior win. Come to Deep Cut Tavern and celebrate with friends and family. We got Marathon Stations, fuel up before every local area football game at Marathon Stations, located in Old Washington, in Cambridge.
3:04 left, 25-14. Malvern with the lead in the football. Buckeye Trail used their first timeout. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 4 for the Hornets. Withrow gives it to Hutchison, comes to the right side, and nice tackle by Jackson Hess as the Warriors. Coach Kearns immediately takes a timeout. I don't think Hutchison picked up anything there.
It's going to be 3rd and about a long 4. And Buckeye Trail has to get a stop here
And Chris,
to have any chance at all.
Chris, we talked about big wins. How about congratulations, Brenda Pontius, one of our fine sponsors of Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC. We want to definitely give a major shout out to Brenda Pontius's nephew, Colt Keith.
Oh, no doubt.
Rookie for the Detroit Tigers, and the Tigers have been the best team in baseball the last of the season. In Detroit, congratulations, they went to Houston in the first round, beat them in 2 games, and now they're just up 77 North, where they'll take on the Guardians tomorrow. But what a magical season and run for Coach Keith. He's brought a lot of excitement to Guernsey County and the surrounding area, as Malvern will take their last time out. But I tell you, Mary Keith, Colt's mom, Mary Shugart, she's a graduate and standout basketball player for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, helped lead them to the regionals under the tutelage of Lonnie Cottle years ago. And then Troy Keith, a graduate of Meadowbrook. Wrestler and was the wrestling coach there. Just a super family. And like I said, they've had so many here in the Guernsey County, Muskingum, Noble County area that has really jumped on the Tiger bandwagon this year. And you are Mr. Bandwagon.
No doubt. I am a Cleveland Indians fan, but I honestly would not feel bad.
Now,
the Guardians. But I would not feel bad. I mean, because of Detroit and Colt Keith, you know, if they were going to get beat by somebody, it would be them, because I would love to see Colt Keith.
Running. Withrow gets rid of it. What a catch. And they're going to say incomplete. Sammy Brown there in the coverage. What a heck of a catch there by Unch. And the officials there, not sure, but they got together and converged.
Yeah, that was a nice effort by the quarterback Withrow to give his team a chance. And I honestly, that was really close. I'm not so sure if he didn't get his feet down in bounds.
Yeah, that was
a very
extremely
close play. So nice effort, nice catch by the receiver, and just apparently wasn't quite able to get his feet down.
Yeah, Josh Unch, a junior. There's that's Sammy Brown. He's refusing to go down. He gets to the 45. So the Warriors, they have the field position they wanted, but Malvern picking up that first down, Chris. They were able to run it from 5 minutes to 2:41. So the Warriors will have it at about their 45-yard line. They've got to go 55 yards.
You never know. As a Browns fan, you understand anything can happen.
And trust me, my partner in crime, he is the king of jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
As McGlove drops great protection, looking, throws it deep over the middle. It is deflected and incomplete. Ball intended for Sammy Brown. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10, 2:32 left. Chris, we want to thank our producer, Bryce Yashowski, for doing an excellent job. And again, we want to thank our 2024 homecoming court and king and queen, Jace Hickman, number 16 out there. He's wearing the crown. And Leilani Parker. So congratulations to those two great kids. And speaking on cue, the king,
Chase Hickman.
We'll call him, catches the ball.
A nice catch on the sidelines, getting out of bounds to stop the clock for Trail.
Gain of 7, I believe.
Yep, 3rd down and about 3 yards for Trail. They need to get a first down here and keep this thing rolling.
And that's the Kings' first catch of the night. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Remember, the clock will stop on the first down, and Mason Todd will get it stopped as he will be planted at the 42. Boy, there's been some outstanding tackling on both sides. That's Julius Gore with the tackle, but another first down.
What's the whistle blowing for? What is he doing?
McGluffy over the middle. It's intercepted by Malsberger Gardner. And boy, does he have some juice as he is going to take it 58 yards to the house. Touchdown, Hornets. Wow. Boy, does Malsberger Gardner, and Chris, he is a 5'10", 205-pound freshman.
Yeah, that was a nice play. And he's got some wheels.
Yes, he does.
He's got some little bit of speed on him and really accelerated down the sideline that time.
So Caden Dennis on for the extra point. 31-14. 2:02 left. Kick is up, and it's good by Dennis. So Malvern will seal the deal with that electrifying interception return by Malsberger Gardner. And what did I say? Did I say 58-yarder?
Yeah,
58-yard return? Okay. So, but I tell you, Buckeye Trail, they made it interesting.
Yeah, they were. They were able to kind of crawl back into this thing, and then that pretty much puts the nail in the coffin for Trail. You're down 32-14 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Chances are this game is probably pretty much over. Buckeye Trail competed hard till the end and just wasn't able to make enough plays when they really needed to really get themselves a chance to win this.
So kickoff for the Hornets. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here on KGP TV. We will be back, I believe, next week. For some more exciting Warrior football. And Chris, one final shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah, our sponsors again for tonight's game is Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Buck Robinson, Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC, Connor Push Carriage of Jacobs Vandeman Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and Marathon Stations.
There's a pass to Mason Todd, trying to make something happen there, and he will pick up 2 yards. So minute 30, clock running. As checking in for the Warriors is going to be Kyler Chase, sophomore. Or actually, he'll spread out now. It's Blake Wable is beside McGlumphy. Drew throws a pass completed right at the sticks to Wable. We'll see. They're going to mark him a little short. So
yeah, about a half yard short or so.
No, they're going to say stop the clock. They're going to give him a first down. So that should have started the clock still running, 35 seconds. Nice catch there by Wable.
Oh, they got holding.
Those are the that one flag out there at the 35. That is the biggest flag I have ever seen.
It looks like a pair of underwear, actually. I think that when he yanks it out of there, it looks like he got his underwear hooked to it. And
that is a big flag. So this should be offsetting Penalty, I believe, the late hit out of bounds against Malvern, and could we say holding? That is a big flag. So we'll see what will be also. Imagine.
I'm not sure what's going on.
No, wait, so they're going to. This isn't going to be the dreaded market.
What are they? They're going to
15 yards and then walk it back.
What are they doing?
Unsportsmanlike against Malvern. Now they're going to walk it back. I haven't seen this in a while. They've gotten away.
They used to do this in the NFL, remember?
Yeah, no, and then,
they would walk one way and then walk back.
And then they just decide, hey, we'll just leave it here. It's all setting. So 27 seconds left. Glunfy back under pressure, drops the ball, picks it up, and he's thrown out of bounds.
It's going to be, what, second down and about 5 for Trail with 20 seconds to go.
And now the refs are saying,
how do they run
start the clock. Yeah, I think the officials, they're just saying end the game. So that will end the game right there. A bizarre ending, but nonetheless, the Malvern Hornets come into Old Washington and get a big IVC victory, 32-14, and their game with Newcomerstown next week against the undefeated Trojans.
Yeah, that's
going to be a big one as far as who wins the league.
Yeah. Buckeye Trail really needs to get a win.
So that was tough, and I'll tell you what, we'll take a break here on KGP TV, tally up our numbers, and then be back and wrap things up. The Hornets get the big victory. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, welcome back to the beautiful Bill Baker Activity Complex on the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. And football game tonight, Chris, that had everything. And it started with the Malvern Hornets as we look at the scoring tonight, 4:41 of the first quarter. Rodney Smith would intercept McGlumphy pass and take it 17 yards back to the house for a touchdown. 2-point conversion was no good. Malvern would lead 6-0 after one quarter. Midway through the second quarter, Malvern would get on the board again. That's the 6:18 mark. A Drake Hutchison 3-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion was no good. And it would be 12-0. And then really the big one with 19 seconds left in the first half. 6-yard touchdown pass. Withrow to Roy Simmons would make it 18-0. 2-point conversion no good. And the Hornets would take that 18-0 lead into the locker room at the half. And then in the third quarter, 9:15 mark, it would be a 9-yard touchdown pass from Jared Withrow to Rodney Smith. The extra point by Cason Dennis was good, and Malvern would extend their lead to 25-0. So after a scoreless third quarter, Malvern scores early in the fourth to make it 25-0. The Warriors would get off the canvas at 8:46 mark, a 22-yard touchdown pass. Drew McGlumphy to Lane Wable. The 2-point conversion would be ran in by McGlumphy, and it would be 25-8. The Warriors would get the ball back, and with 5:16 left, it would be a 63-yard touchdown pass. McGlumphy, the Sammy Brown, and downtown Sammy Brown would take it 63 yards to the house. The 2-point conversion was no good. The Warriors would cut it to 25-14. Malvern would get a big first down, pinned back inside their 10-yard line, and the Warriors would get the ball back with just over 2 minutes left. And then that would lead where Malsberger Gardner would jump a pass over the middle with 2:02 left in the game, and he would return it 58 yards to the house. Cason Dennett's extra point was good, and that would be your final 32-14. And looking at some very unofficial stats, we had for Malvern, had them with 295 yards total offense, 166 yards passing, 129 yards rushing, 107 of that yardage, Chris, came in rushing yards, came in the second half. For Buckeye Trail, had them with 186 yards passing, only 26 yards rushing, though. So for 212 yards total offense. So Malvern, no doubt, one of the best teams the Warriors have seen, and they've seen a lot of good ones. You look at Indian Valley, Barnesville, they're probably sitting at the table as the two best teams. And then you got to think Malvern probably next tier, and that's they're 6-1, only lost to Garraway.
Yeah, Malvern's got a nice team. They, like I said, defensively they're pretty solid. Offensively they're pretty solid. They got good athletes pretty much all over the field, and quarterback throws the ball real well, and a couple running backs that run it well. So anytime you can be balanced, and Malvern has the capability of being balanced, they can run it some, they can throw it if you try to take the run away, and defensively they make plays, and they're going to be one of those teams that, especially if they don't end up in that top four, they're going to be one of those top four teams don't want to play. That's for sure. So Malvern had a nice team. Buckeye Trail competed tonight. they could have laid down. This game could have got really bad really quick. But Buckeye Trail competed till the end, was able to hang in there and do the best they could. Ended up 32-14. The game was actually a little bit closer than that. And like I said, hung in there. Sammy Brown had a real nice game tonight, really played well. Had some big catches for Buckeye Trail. And, they just offensively was really stagnant in the first half, really wasn't able to do anything until later in the second half. And, it was just a little bit too little too late.
Yeah, and Malvern, an outstanding football team. We want to wish them the best of luck the rest of the season. And when they get into the playoffs, Buckeye Trail, they came in tonight in the 14th spot. We'll check tomorrow and see if they're still in the top 16. Trail's got a couple of games coming up that they'll have a chance if they play well to get back on the winning track, and then their big showdown the last game of the season here against the undefeated Newcomerstown Trojans, who right now are sitting 4th in the region. So Warriors still, they definitely control their destiny.
They're going to have to knock off one of those teams probably to be able to get into the playoffs. If they want to get in, they're going to have to beat. They're going to have to probably beat Newcomerstown to get in, or hopefully maybe some of those teams ahead of them get beat. So Buckeye Trail, like you said, they just got to win. They got to come up with some big wins here at the end if they want to try to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, and a shout out to the Buckeye Trail administration for the food trucks that were here, not only for the kids and staff during lunch, but they stuck around and provided service for the tailgating. And speaking of tailgating, no one does it better than Bill Hensley and Michelle Klipner. It was glad to get them back in town so we could feast before the game. So
yeah, there was a great crowd here tonight too. Buckeye Trail had a huge crowd here tonight for homecoming. We had a fantastic night for football, and nobody got seriously hurt, so that's always a positive. And hey, we look. This game's over. You got to look to the next game and try to be successful in that next outing.
Yes, and our homecoming Queens finalists again: Sydney Patterson, Sydney Snodgrass, Delaney Rowe, Kaylee Abrams, and our 2024 homecoming queen, Leilani Parker. What a great kid. They're all super girls. Congratulations to Leilani on becoming the homecoming queen. And the King candidates: Cole Beaver, Travis Dodd, Noah Jones, Wyatt Connor, and Jace Hickman. And it was Jace Hickman who gets to wear the crown as the 2024 homecoming king. And it was great to see Cohen Egan, one of the best athletes and just quality kids that has come down the pike here at Buckeye Trail in a long time. It's great seeing the 2023 king back to hand out the awards and the crowns there. So that wraps things up here from Old Washington. For Bryce Yashowski, thank you, Bryce, for producing the game. Excellent job as always. And for the BT Hall of Famer, Chris Starr, I'm merely Tom Strasser, wishing everyone out there a safe and pleasant weekend, and we look forward to seeing you back here on KGP TV next Friday night here at Buckeye Trail. On behalf of the KGP family, God bless you, and good night, everyone.